So we visited France, and like every tourist, we started in Paris.
But we didn't stay there. We hopped in a car and made our way down to the region of Alsace. And wow, was it magical.
Magic. Welcome to Abroad with the Burrells, a channel for travelers by travelers. I'm Coleman.
And I'm Jamie.
Don't forget to subscribe. It only takes a second, and hit that bell for notifications so you can get all of our newest content. Alsace. First and foremost, this is an area in France that is completely underrated and underexposed, and it is our hope that we can put this place on the map. For some of you that may not know, it's absolutely gorgeous and a total gem for your visit to France. A lot of people spend their time in the south of France, to Bordeaux. People go to the Dordogne River Valley. We are telling you now, if you have an itinerary, make sure you stop in Alsace during your visit to France.
C'est la première fois à Colmar?
Deuxième fois.
Ah, deuxième fois.
Oui, nous avons visité Colmar l'été dernier.
Ah ouais.
Oui, oui. J'adore la région d'Alsace.
Ah ouais, ça fait plaisir.
Il fait beau aujourd'hui.
Ah, il fait bien.
Oui, oui.
Ah, Abdullah.
Parce qu'en Paris, il fait froid.
3 semaines, on avait du chaud. 35, 40 degrés.
Non.
Oh, expansif.
Il y a beaucoup de touristes tous les jours ici, seulement
Ouais, beaucoup
en
de
été.
touristes. Beaucoup de touristes.
Oui, oui. Parce que le village est très belle.
Ouais, ben oui. Hein.
Oui. Vous parlez anglais?
Non, pas du tout.
Non.
J'essaye un petit peu.
Juste un peu, oui. Juste un peu.
Ça fait plaisir à nous les Américains.
The Alsace region is a region in eastern France, and it's actually bordered by Switzerland and Germany. You'll actually see a lot of the language trickle over into Alsace.
What makes Alsace so unique really is the architecture. A lot of the buildings date between the 14th and the 16th centuries. So you have that half-timbered house look. In fact, even during World War II, when Nazi Germany was invading France, the Third Reich decided to spare a lot of those villages from destruction because they admired the beauty of them.
Fun fact, the movie Beauty and the Beast was actually heavily inspired by the villages of this region. So Disney flew out there and modeled the art of Beauty and the Beast after these villages.
Yeah, so when you step foot in Alsace, it's almost like you're literally stepping foot in Belle's Village.
Yeah. Baker with the bread.
Yeah.
There goes the baker with his tray like always.
Exactly. So when you visit the region of Alsace, there are many villages that you can visit. Obviously, we didn't have time to hit all of them, but the ones that we did visit, we really enjoyed. We started in Colmar, one of the bigger villages. We were in Strasbourg, Eguisheim, 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 and Kaisersberg.
Nice accent, Sonny.
Thank you.
Kugelschreiber, Gänseblümchen, Krankenwagen.
And we really enjoyed every last one of those.
We headquartered in Ricvier.
We loved it, did not regret it. The minute we stepped foot in that town, we just couldn't believe how charming it was. The half-timbered homes with the beautiful floral arrangements on the buildings, the cobblestone streets, the boutique hotels, the small family-owned restaurants, and it's just something special. It's different from anything we have around these parts. It's different from a lot of the rest of France.
We were staying at a hotel with this accent, I'll let him say.
Hotel de la Couronne.
Very unique little boutique hotel, which you'll find a lot of the hotels to be boutique hotels.
This is the entrance to our hotel, guys. Ooh, cuidado.
This is the only way in and out of our hotel room. No elevator.
Wow. Voila. All right, this is our room in a little French town called Ricvier. It's a very old village. It's a medieval hotel. It's been around for a long time.
This is actually our hotel.
That's actually the hotel key. There's no cards. Half-timbered roofs. This is the view. This is the view right outside the window. Incroyable. Look at that. Look at that. Cray cray. So that's a basic overview of the region of Alsace. Let's get straight into those must-dos.
So there's not a ton of big monuments and attractions that you have to go see. It's not like other parts of France, like where you have to go see the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum. The biggest thing that you must do, regardless of which village you're at, is chill. Hang out, relax. We actually put Alsace on the back end of our trip, and it was the perfect wind down after being so busy in the cities of London and Paris.
Right.
There are a ton of little cafes to sit at, drink some wine, go get a macaron, enjoy the French food.
Oui, merci. Merci.
We gotta buy some of those.
Yeah.
Remind me of caramel praline Girl Scout cookies.
Nice. Ooh. This is the local wine here in Eguisheim or Alsace. This is the Riesling, and we're gonna pour this. Looks yummy. We're gonna take it right here on the street. If you can look around, pan around, you'll see we're right here on the beautiful cobblestone streets.
I'm sitting sideways right now because of the cobblestones. Those macarons right there. That macaron station. Bomb.
We'll be taking dinner here tonight. Look at it. Dope little place to have some dinner. Let's go check it out.
So adorbs.
Totes adorbs? Totes adorbs. So this is our little tavern in our quaint little medieval French village where we'll be taking dinner.
Our very last night
Yeah.
in Alsace.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
Sad, but tomorrow we're leaving for Santorini, so...
But that's a whole nother video.
Just enjoy and relax.
Yes. Stroll the vineyards. They have access to vineyards that surround a lot of these cities and you can walk through them.
What are we doing?
I guess we're going back to town.
After dinner stroll?
Wonderful stroll after a great dinner.
Yes.
This is the place to go where you take a load off, kick your feet up, and just embrace the charm.
The one other must-do that we strongly recommend is doing the wine route.
Yes.
Or in French,
La route des vins. Tout le monde, c'est Aude.
oh, and if you do.
Hey. She's our tour guide as we travel through Alsace, and she's showing us all the beauty of this region, as well as allowing us to taste all the wonderful different wines.
Like we said, string of villages, all of them are very well known for their wines. When we did the wine route, we were actually told that there were more wineries in the Alsace region than residents.
And another interesting fact, in that region, they told us 90% of the wine production is white wines. We typically prefer red wine, but it was really nice to expand our palate and enjoy some whites.
And they mainly use pure grapes, so they don't do a lot of blends. We stopped in several different villages to taste wine at their wineries, and it was just such a fantastic time.
The tour was very diverse in terms of the wineries that it showed you. We were able to stop into some mass production wineries with heavy machinery and conveyor belts. And then we were taken to wineries that was in people's cellars and basements that have been a part of their family lineage for generations. Alsace. These are our wonderful, beautiful guides. And you can see the barrels. This is just fantastic. A 500-year-old cellar.
is old, between 300 and 400 years old.
Wow.
So all the wines stay minimum 5-6 months after
Sure.
this oak.
And this is your family cellar?
Yes, sure. Since 9 generations, always the same family.
Wow.
As you can see, the cellar is not very deep, but always the same temperature, because all the wall of the village are the wall of les remparts, the rampart of the town.
This big wall here is
Wow.
You can see they are very,
Wow.
which is quite thick.
Yes.
So we got to see both extremes of winemaking.
And what was really cool about this was that we were the only people signed up that day for the tour. So it was literally a private tour. It was our driver / host and the two of us. And it was just so great because it was so personable. She actually told us about a really cool tradition they do there that we're doing with Brooklyn, where when a baby is born, you take a bottle of wine produced from that year and you store it away, and when the kid comes of age to be able to drink, you pop it open and celebrate with them.
All right, so we got Zoo's bottle all ready for her year. So we got her the California blend for obvious reasons, and she seems to want to pop it a little early. Zoo, you have to wait 16 and a half years, honey. You can't do that now. Oh, she wasn't happy about that at all. One of our first stops on our wine tour was the city of Turkheim. We arrived in Turkheim, and of course we're, charmed by the city, and we're impressed by the city and the architecture and how it looks. Our guide has taken us through.
Village, honey.
Village. I made that mistake on the trip. And
Several times.
she swiftly corrected me. All right, everybody. We're on the wine tour. We're in a city called Turkheim. We've been to many other cities. Towns. Yeah, villages. There we go. But anyway, we arrived there in Turkheim, and there we are enjoying it. We look up, and all of a sudden, we see something flying around. I'm like, honey, what is that?
Just everywhere
And lo and behold, it is an actual stork. I've never seen a real stork in my life, guys. I've seen storks on cartoons.
How'd you think Brooklyn got here?
I never saw that stork. It was my first time seeing a real stork, and there on the church was a stork's nest, and the storks were wheeling. So that was really cool for me. It may not be cool for anybody else, but it was really cool for us.
Well, and what was interesting was that the way we have like pigeons, right? They have storks. Like, it's just like, oh, it's a stork.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Eguisheim, and if you're going to be in the area, we highly recommend this one.
Yeah.
This one was very beautiful, very quaint, and the whole city was built in a circle, which was really interesting. So, if you have a drone and you want to get some overhead shots, make sure you do that. To think that they would build the city like that, it was almost the village. I keep doing this. To think that they would build their village in a circle it was just an incredible thing to see. Also, another interesting thing about Eguisheim is that Pope Leo IX is said to be from that village. And there's a huge statue in the center square, if you're into history like I am. Our tour guide saved our favorite village for last, and that was the village of Kaisersberg.
Oh my goodness. This village is seriously out of a fairy tale. It is the most charming thing. It is just adorable. It was meant to be, okay? So let me tell you a little story. Story time.
Story time.
Whenever we are getting ready for a trip and we start doing our research, we always change the background, right, on our computer to a picture of the place we're going. It's exciting whenever we walk by and see it. It gets us like so excited to go, right? We knew we were going to Alsace, so we put a picture up of Alsace. Had no idea
which village it was.
Yeah, no idea. We just started going through Google Images, found one we liked, and plastered it up there. Well, we enter Kaisersberg, so we were walking and just strolling the streets, And we come up to a little bridge, and no lie, I look, and there is our desktop.
Yeah.
Okay, our background picture on
Stumbled
our desktop.
across it.
And I said, look, honey, it's our computer, it's our computer. But it was so crazy how that happened. We had no idea we were going to that village.
Another cool thing about being in Kaisersberg is that they have the Chateau de Kaisersberg there. Take a walk from the village and head up the mountainside and visit the chateau. It's a nice walk through the vineyards, takes you up to the top. You're rewarded with top-notch views of the village. Do not pass it up. Take the time to do it. And please make Kaisersberg a must-see village in Alsace.
Not a whole lot on this list, just a couple things to keep in mind. You don't need a ton of time there. We'd say 2, maybe 3 days. You know, if you're looking for something that's really fast paced, this is not the spot for that. Like we said, only a few things we'd even really qualify as must-dos. One of them is relaxing and hanging out. But it is a great bonus if you add it on to a more busy trip. Also, another idea, because it's on the border of Switzerland and Germany, you can attach it to a trip if you're going there. The slow days definitely translate into slower nights as well. Don't expect a lot of nightlife if that's something that you look forward to with every trip. Our nightlife there was taking a stroll, getting some ice cream, but things do close pretty early, so you know, just be aware of that. It's definitely a place to relax. It's just somewhere that you should see though. It's beautiful, and if you appreciate history and beautiful buildings and architecture, we really recommend it.
Lastly, there's this weird insect that flies around there. It looks like a bee mixed with a butterfly.
Hybrid.
Some sort of hybrid. We've never seen anything like that before. So if you know what that was, please put that in the comment section and explain that to us, because we were just flabbergasted by it.
Butterfly / bee.
I've never seen that in my life.
So that's going to do it for our review of Alsace. Hopefully we were able to provide you with some tips and expose you to a new wonderful place to travel that perhaps you've never seen before. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Hit the bell for notifications, all of the above. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Jamie does all the photos there, and she does a fantastic job, if I do say so myself.
Also check out some of our other videos. You know, if you have a trip in mind after this whole quarantine is over.
Don't forget, guys, traveling is not just about the destination, but who you share it with. From our family, the Burrells, to yours, we'd like to wish all of our traveling families to be safe out there. And as we always encourage everyone that watches us, just remember to get out there, make it happen,
And have fun.
have fun, guys.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. So there's a lot of language. What are the 3, 2? So you'll actually see a lot of the language of Alsace influenced by French. 3. So you'll actually see a lot of the language spoken in Alsace. 3, 2. So you'll actually see a lot of the language in Alsace influenced by French. It's gonna take us all night. All right. Don't put that in the bloopers. 3.